Hey friends, Fuya here once again. Welcome back to episode 20 of our Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes blind playthrough. Had so much fun yesterday, I decided might as well get rolling this time around as well.
Excuse me.
We are seeing each other after a long time. Are your skills still sharp? Of course, you went back to Brigid, right? Or Bridget, I guess. Home was very good. I went to the ocean and forest like when I was a child. I also had said hello to spirits. Spirits, huh? Can't say we understand, but they sound important to Bridget. They are, but spirits are everywhere. You can be praying for their protection too. Neat. Last time we thwarted an attempt on Edelgard's life, and so now we are... Alright, talk to her. Now we're just going to kind of run around and take care of all the miscellaneous stuff as we do every chapter, and then we'll see where that puts us. I know logically why we cannot be privy to when the fighting will resume. To be honest, I wish I'd been informed much earlier about its recommencement. There's nothing more nerve-wracking than having a break that could end at any moment. I feel ya. That is no fun.
Can I help you?
There's been even more strife in Ferdiad since we successfully defended Iron Road. A little bird told me that the Royal Army brought down and executed a court mage named Cornelia. Word has it that she'd been working alongside Lord Arundel and those who slither in the dark. Dun dun dun. It's finally time. Everyone's so much more relaxed and upbeat now. I feel the same, of course. Yeah, Heaven's smiling so bright I can barely see.
Leave it to you.
You're always optimistic enough to joke around, aren't you? I think that's a lovely trait. Aww. I agree. It is a lovely trait. You know what's also lovely? Shop? Oh, it's over there. I was like, I was gonna say shopping, but then it wasn't there.
By the by.
Ostensibly, the Western Church is obeying the policies of the Empire and the Southern Church. But I don't trust them. They've been treating the Archbishop with such hostility, too. I can easily see them causing trouble, and that scares me.
How may I help you?
The Rhodos coast is to the north of Madius territory, where we'll be invading this month. That land is associated with Saint Kittrell, one of the 4 saints. There are rumors that a holy artifact lies beneath a monument on the coast. I imagine that the Royal Army would have taken years ago, if it were of any use. I seem to remember a subchapter like that in the other game. What was your death battle along?
Have a moment?
When we allied with Leicester, I thought it would be a good opportunity to return home. But my adopted father wouldn't allow it. He said I need to concentrate on working for the Empire right now. Huh, what's he trying to accomplish with putting you in the Imperial Army?
Let me see.
I think he wants the Edmund name to be renowned throughout the Empire. It's possible my adoptive father thinks the Empire will soon control all Leicester. I mean, we're on the verge to. You know, now they're allies with us, so I guess we're not really controlling them. You know, half does the one, half does the other. What's hard to accept? Our Lord venerates Her Majesty, but I find that hard to accept.
Huh?
Why?
Have you heard?
My family lost her hereditary position because of Her Majesty's reforms. Our duties were merely nominal, but we received compensation for them. Now all that is gone. Our Lord just laughed and said, of course we'd be removed. We barely did anything. There you go.
I know you. Listen up.
Of course a fight breaks out the second I go back to Garrigmach. I'm glad I managed to get back in time.
Huh?
What are you doing at Garrigmach? Did I tell you? I used to live underneath the monastery.
Basically.
I just wanted to check on it. See if it was doing okay under the Imperial Army. Oh, don't leave us in suspense, was it?
I carry a little of everything here.
Good. I'll take a lot of everything.
You've got an eye for quality, friend.
Dang, Skippy.
You've got an eye for
You see that?
quality, friend.
Master Seal!
You've got an eye for quality, friend.
And don't care about those. Really don't care about those. We're doing pretty good on foodstuffs. Yeah, we're doing great. You know, part of me's like, you know, why aren't you trying to raise everyone's, you know, thing up? But I'm like, eh. Too much of a hassle. We'll go take care of here, then we'll bounce back. Hello, Yuritsa.
Listen.
Listen. Hey, listen. It is a pity we cannot battle the Alliance. But there are skilled individuals within the Church and Kingdom. Thunder Catherine, the King of Fargus, and Archbishop Rhea. I don't really know much about the Archbishop, but I hope you have a good time battling out. Best luck.
So be it.
Thank you. I know it's not quite perfect, but I'm trying. I'm not a voice actor. It'd be fun though. Alright, Battalion Master. You have more stuff?
Well, hello, you.
You don't. And I also don't care, because I'm not using your stuff anyway.
Back soon, all right?
Actually, I might be using one of theirs.
Oh, man.
Life in the Imperial capital was rough. My pockets didn't get any fuller, I'll tell you that. And obviously I wasn't going to pick any fights since I'm working closely with Her Majesty. Smart man.
What?
Well, that's a surprise. Yes, you can be an upstanding citizen when you want to be, huh?
For real?
That's surprising. Come on, you gotta give me more credit than that. I don't disagree with her, but, you know, don't judge. Talk to you first.
Come to think of it,
Count Gloucester's retired now. And can you guess what he's been doing? Fishing in the Aramid River from the Great Bridge of Mirrodin. My friend who helps manage the bridge was complaining that they don't know what to do with him. My friend! Let's keep our spirits fresh. Oh!
nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. A lot's been happening in the capital, but now we've got an alliance with Leicester. So let's keep our spirits fresh, and we'll fight on together. My man. Hi, new friend. And so the war begins again. No need to worry. I'm not going to betray you. Not worried to betray us, but we're going to be fighting some of your old friends. It's all the same to me. I had a feeling this day would come. I've seen things very differently from those knights. They have different standards about who they ought to protect and what's good versus evil. Everyone's a little laissez-faire about her, but I'm like, really trusting her that easily?
Lifeblood of any army.
Great smithing stones for the next tier up stuff. Yep. Which is nice, but I'm not that worried about it.
Everything has its use. Well,
Hello, people. To think that an honorable duke such as yourself would deign to speak like someone like me.
why would you want to speak with me?
Doubt I can be of any use, but please, what business might you have with me? You've changed greatly, Constance. I cannot imagine what you must have been through.
I'm sorry, but no.
I'm not worthy of your concern, my lord. The events of my life are exactly what you'd expect for someone of my lowly stature. I apologize. Perhaps you should continue this conversation never, or at a later date. Puts herself down so much. Interesting. Yet other times she's like, "Yay, experimentation." Very much. I'm missing someone. Ernie! I'm so useless now. I've been away from battle too long. The MVP is not useless. I can't remember how to hold a weapon. I should just stand in the back.
Oh no!
Hey, how long you been there? Did you hear what I said? I was just pressing what I'd say to Adolf. Ugh. I feel like I'm crawling into a hole, never coming out. Just for that, I'm giving you a masterclass scroll. No objections. I've been trying to track my father these past 6 months, but I have not picked up any leads.
Unbelievable.
It's like he's vanished into thin air. I wonder where he is and what he's doing.
Let's
Probably hiding out and plotting his grand return to the Empire. That's certainly plausible, though I doubt he could manage on his own. Which means he would need cold conspirators. Maybe I should focus... I suppose I should focus my search along those lines. Lycidia. Second best girl.
Oh.
Probably. 6 whole months, and not so much as a peep from him. Even after he came all his way to Imbar, too. I'm quite disappointed, if I'm being honest. You probably got to rest a ton because of that, right? I know I did. You mean to say you were lazing about the whole 6 months?
This isn't a joke.
If you had so much time in your hands, then you should help me look for them. It's all good. Hi, Mercedes. Our soldiers will soon march towards the Western Kingdom. I heard we'll be passing through Dominic territory. Baron Dominic is Annie's... well, my friend's uncle. If we end up hurting him, I know she'll never forgive us. But there's nothing we can do about it, is there? It's all up to fate now. Well, if he doesn't try and attack us, I probably won't go murder hope on him. Probably. 30-70.
Could you spare a moment?
It's been quite an eventful 6 months. Do you want to hear what happened? No. You see, Edelgard asked me to assist her with some affairs of state, and while I was working, I got numerous ardent propositions from men in the court. Propositions for work, right?
I can't believe it.
Hey, who gave you permission to steal my thunder? I mean, you're right, but still, you got some nerve. I'm sorry, I'm not going for the friendship ending. There is no friendship. Not with you. Caspar! And father.
Wonderful.
You are thriving, Caspar. Use your strength to crush the enemy. You understand that is your duty, yes? Of course, but we also need to keep our allies safe too. I am Caspar, the Empire's sword and shield. Same thing? Okay. Will we ever be able to use him one day? It feels like they're taunting us. Oh, there's someone over here too?
Did you hear?
We took Gargamok easily, though there were casualties. That's why many of us didn't consider the Knights of Saros to be a formidable threat. But then there was that massive attack 6 months ago, right? Some of our officers let their guard down, and mistakes were made. They got in serious trouble.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Okay, so what am I going to train with here? I feel like I know what I want to train with, but do I? Do I really? More so than the magic class. I would like to train at that. I guess I could always go Bow Knight and try that out for actual class. Okay, we'll do that. Because right now we're working on Mage, right? So let's herself train those. Grimmery. Bow Knight's probably going to be abysmal. I don't know why I want to try it, but maybe it'll be better than what it seems. If not, Great Knight's always a thing. As is Fortress Knight. As is these two. Actually kind of sad. Paladin moveset is frickin' beast. But how else do these guys compare? They still use lances primarily, or you start using magic and other stuff? I don't know. Interesting. Also, Falcon Knight's the thing. Why does it go off of Paladin? I don't know. I'm not on the sword route at all. Probably missing a critical boost or some sort of nonsense, but it is. You know what, so first we'll do it that way. But first, do you have anything unlocked that I don't care about? Yes, sir, I know. Alright, we're still boosting Wyvern Rider. And then eventually we'll boost that as well. Okay, I know how I'm going to work that then. Get rid of Assassin. Assassin's not very good. Well, whatever. Anyone else max? I don't think there's any. Oop, I lied. Caspar, my friend. I have enough advanced heals. You can be a grappler. Be the grappler you were always meant to be. I 100% believe that's what you should have been your max level thing. Not the your one you're meant to use. I can speak, I swear. Alright, everyone. Pardon me. Everyone has their thing. Okay, I gotta get rid of you. For Wyvern Rider. Anyone else I don't care about? Nope. Cool. And we are going to that's a training. Which won't last long, so I'm sure.
Oh, this is good for something.
Life Force could be interesting.
I must make the most of this ability.
1000 HP is always nice.
I didn't think.
Alright, Linhardt, let me give you something.
Victory and defeat.
I'll give you your bishop. I got enough advanced heals now I can spare have some fun.
I wish this was for some.
So do I. Okay, so does that actually change this? It does, good. Everyone is good looking. He's gonna max. Let's do one. That way we get to see our cool characters. Go Bernie.
We've definitely got some work to do.
Wrong people are getting perfects.
One step at a time. Prowess means nothing without resolve.
Fascinatingly enough, I looked over and saw the exact moment where my stream crashed. And it was just as we were training. She just got mastered, so we missed absolutely nothing. But now we have to figure out what she's going to turn into, which is whatever. I don't understand what's causing that. It's the most bizarre thing. Huh. I ain't gonna worry about that. I guess I'll make you a bishop.
My style may change, but my mission does not.
Cool. You are the bishop. And this should probably finish us. No, it won't.
Not that there's any point in me getting stronger.
There, there is.
I need more strength than this.
Agreed.
This better not be one of those weird powers.
Probably is.
I didn't think I could get any stronger.
Probably can. Well, I actually don't know what I'm going to do with you. I think I will.
The difference between victory and defeat.
I think I'll trade you into a bishop.
Well, this is a new look for...
That should be good enough for that, which means this should hopefully not fill anyone up. It will fill up Edelgard. That's fine. Edelgard can change. Good, we've at least got through the Wyvern Rider.
Power. All right. Who knew this power slept within?
Definitely not me.
Work you into shape.
Wyvern Rider, Wyvern Lord. For now, I will just pair it up with Fortress Knight. Actually, no. Monk. Work on our magic classes. You were gonna change to something else. What? I do not know. Not gonna be Emperor. Not yet. Oh, you know what? You would make a wonderful Wyvern Rider.
I always strive to improve.
Cool. Alright, everybody should be good.
Unstoppable.
Item. Interesting. Hi, Ash. The kingdom has its own reasons for fighting, just like the Empire. I don't want to fight them, but I also can't say I want us to surrender. I have to tell myself every day that I made the right choice. I guess these things are never clear-cut, are they? No, no they are not, my friend. You know what is clear-cut? Well, not you.
Got a sec?
You know that Leicester used to be part of the Empire. Then they rebelled against us, got occupied by the kingdom, and eventually won their independence. And now they're working with the Empire again. Life is a circle.
Hunger is the true enemy.
There you go. Sure. Everybody be happy. Sure, Caspar, you win. How is it? Okay? Okay.
Yeah, the flavor's not real.
At least Happy will be happy.
Wait, for me? Great. I love this stuff.
Oh, this looks great. I'm gonna demolish this puppy for sure.
You did well in the last fight. You still have to Thunder Catherine for 2 seconds. You get a meal.
Whenever you're hungry.
I didn't forget you, Randolph. I just didn't get you anything. Or Raphael. Sorry. See, I didn't care about him. Hey, I got something to tell you. I saw my little sis and my grandpa for the first time in ages. Okay, that is nice. Maya, that's my sis. It's gotten a bit taller, too. He looks a lot like our ma from behind. He definitely got a little misty-eyed, but I made sure she didn't see. He's a good guy. I just really don't care for him. Like, his character. Not him personally. Personally, he's okay.
Care to make yourself useful?
Sure, we'll care for our horses. Who do we want to care? Never mind, everyone that wants to care is... Okay. Pantry. Oh, one wants to care is other houses. Okay. Can you give us something our house can do? Balthus and Eureka. Sure. Beautiful.
Counting on you both.
We'll figure something out if we work together. My sword is yours.
Perfect. Oh god. More
all
sport
must do our
conversations,
fair
don't we?
share. Care to make yourself useful?
We'll do at least 2 or 3. Moonheart. And not Linhart. Constance.
Counting on you both.
I'll do what I can.
Bear witness to my true power.
And witnessing. It was not very impressive.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself
Maybe we'll do at
useful?
least one more. Manuela and Dorothea. Well, Dorothea is at max, so I ain't gonna deal with that. I want to use people that are off my house until I got all my current houses raised to max. Caspar, sure. I like Ferdy better.
Counting on you both.
Oh yeah, we've got this.
You better.
You have not to worry about with me on the job.
Perfect.
We all must do our fair share.
Okay, let's talk to Lorenz. We'll keep going a little bit longer. Won't talk to Edelgard yet. We'll do our sport conversations before them.
In actuality,
With permission from Her Majesty, I went to speak with Duke Regan and the other Leicester lords. As you know, House Gloucester's territory extends right into the center of Leicester. The alliance has taken on a rather odd shape at present due to that. We are currently considering exchanging the northern part of Gloucester for Ardelia territory. However, I highly doubt that plan will come to fruition for a while. It's much more than redrawing lines on a map, you see. Yeah, the people and everything else. Gonna be some happy, some mad.
actually,
I've been accompanying Lorenz on his travels around Leicester for the past few months. I even managed to visit my family at one point. I hadn't seen them in a long time, so I'm glad I got the chance. It's made me homesick all over again, but I plan on refocusing so I can start working hard again. Monica! If it isn't my savior! Oh, yeah, I guess it is savior. You're looking well.
What do you need?
Have you come to ask me for a favor?
No.
Yeah, not really. I might be inclined to do so if you stop calling me that, though. Didn't mean to offend, but very well. I'll treat you like I would anyone else. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Monica.
nice.
Randolph! The one I actually like. I know, Raphael versus Randolph. We're finally moving in. We've got to take down the kingdom all this time. Or this time. We got to take down the kingdom this time. There we go. I actually wanted to bring down the alliance too, but I can't do much about that now that we're working together. I like the cut of your jib. Go after both. That kind of guy. Heroes mercenaries prevent our biggest problem now. If only there was a way to get them on our side. I hope we'll be able to concentrate mainly on the Royal Army and steer clear of the mercenaries. Like we're not going to be able to steer clear of them. We're going to get into a fight with them again. What if we come up with a diversion that would draw them off the battlefield? That is a point. You might. More importantly, the best little sister. Randolph has been working so hard these past 6 months. He's not only been training, but he's been studying tactics too. Going to be such a huge help in the upcoming battle. Used to be unreliable, but now I can say with all my heart that he's our rock. I'm so proud of him. Can you join my party, please? I don't think you're ever going to get her in the party, and it makes me sad. Hubert.
Well, that reminds me.
That reminds me. For the past 6 months, the kingdom has not continued their attempts to recapture Erin-Road. They have instead poured all their efforts in managing the nobles in the western regions. Nobles who find their loyalty wavering. Replacing lords, imposing adoptions, and delivering hostages, strategic marriages. They have been quite thorough. What could possibly be worth such strenuous efforts to protect? I like that one.
Let's
Dignity, maybe? I'm pretty sure they want the Empire to control them.
Let me think.
Personally, I would never want our home to be controlled by the kingdom either. But that is not a matter of dignity. It is simply a strong objection even, to the notion of being ordered around by fools. I agree. Feel like fools here. Okay, so just in case, we'll save. And then we'll do some support conversations. How many do we have? Ooh, the answer is yes. We'll save Edelgard for later. Oh, Bernie for last. Oh, okay, hold on. Dorothea can get next. Ah, tell you what. Happy. Gotta be happy.
Oh, hey, Happy. You sure like the outdoors, huh?
I guess you could say that. Probably because I grew up in a forest. Or maybe it's because I was forced to live in Abyss all that time.
Oh, that's right. You were at Garreg Mach too. I wasn't there for very long. But I never would have guessed there was a whole town hiding just below my feet.
Well, it was. I should know. What about you, though? What did you do before hopping into the mercenary business?
Before that? Well, I lived with my mom in a village deep in the mountains. Feels like forever ago now. Oh, I call her my mom, but we weren't actually related. She was more like a foster parent.
So what was she like? I don't suppose she was interested in magical research, was she?
I don't know about research, but yeah, she knew how to use magic.
Interesting. How did you two end up living together?
I don't really know the details. I can't remember anything from before I was with her. Apparently, I was a foundling.
Presuming that's orphan.
Sadly, finding a starving, abandoned child isn't that uncommon. But for her to take me in and raise me as her own, I think my mom was someone special.
Yeah, I guess. She was probably a good person.
Something on your mind, Happy?
I was just wondering why someone who could use magic was living in a remote mountain village.
You know, someone told me one time that she wasn't actually from there. But when I asked her about it, she just gave me this sad smile.
Very interesting.
Seriously, Happy, what's going on? Does it have something to do with my mom?
Maybe.
No, it's nothing. Sorry to bring it up. I was just letting my imagination get the better of me. Sorry if I upset you. Really.
I'm fine, don't worry about it. No big deal. Besides, I'm sure you had your reasons, right? If you ever feel like talking about it,
Aw.
I'm always here.
Thanks. Just some old demons of mine.
Happens to the best of us. Don't sweat it. You want to head back and get something to eat?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, and we can pick some berries on the way. I think I saw some a little bit ago.
What kind? After all my time in the mountains, I'm something of a berry expert myself.
Very good. Bernie only. Oh, Verdant. With Ferdy. That'll be fun.
Well, Bernie, you were nothing but trouble for everybody, yet again.
There you are. I was worried when you failed to appear at mealtime.
I'm fine. All quiet here.
Please do not tell me your hunger was so great that you resorted to eating those plants there. You should be careful. I have heard there is some rather poisonous flora in this area.
Hey, I'm not going to eat poison. What kind of dummy do you think I am? I know exactly which plants are safe and which ones aren't.
It's strange to see you this confident on a topic. But if you are so certain, I think I should give your eye a test. Just to be safe, you understand.
We're doing what now?
Ah, I know. What say we have a little game to see who can collect the most edible plants?
What?
And as an army can never have too much food, this will serve to benefit the
Okay,
others.
Ferdy.
What a splendid idea.
Oh, why me?
And
Okay, so this one would cause stomach aches, and that one would be really bitter. I think? Oh, I don't know. I've only ever seen it in books, but hey, I'm sure it's fine. Oh, and that one over...
Such luster, such size, such a gorgeous crimson. Yes, this looks like a scrumptious leaf indeed. Ha! And there are bulbs under this tree. Rich white bulbs with the luster of a precious pearl. Bernadetta! Ah, I see. You were frightened by a mouse scampering by and took a bit of a tumble when you fled, yes?
Yeah, and I dropped all my beautiful plants that your dumb game made me don't collect.
Never mind that now. Show me your wound, please. Ah, yes. Just a scrape. Still, We should return to base and treat it before it festers.
Yeah, I suppose. Thanks for looking at it. Wait, that leaf! The one you're carrying!
This one? What of it? If you are hungry,
It's poisonous.
we could snack on it while we walk back.
No! No! That plant has medicinal properties.
Oh.
It's a styptic.
Well, what luck. We can use it to treat your wound. Oh, I must say, your talent for identifying plants is no idle boast.
Yeah, I eyeballed them pretty well, huh? Now let's take a look at yours and... What?
Are you at a loss for words with the quality of the plants I gathered?
Every one of these is poisonous!
And there's the punchline.
What? But the gorgeous leaf, the robust vine.
Death in plant form! Throw them away before we die!
Okay, I agree. It didn't need to end any other way. Wait, who's she in love with down there? Oh, Happy. I actually kind of find that fascinating. Why would Happy be able to link up with her? Oh, Monica. Here, we'll do Edelgard.
You must be exhausted, Your Majesty. I was beginning to believe that council would never end. Should I make tea?
Thank you, Monica. Why don't you join me?
Oh, I would love to.
I can hardly remember the last time I saw you rest. You need to stop overworking yourself. We can't afford for you to get sick.
Her Majesty has invited me to tea, and she's worried about my health? Oh, this is the greatest day of my humble life.
Come now, I've always cared for your well-being. And it's not as if we never have tea together.
Oh, I'm aware. This is the 208th time you've worried about me, and our 113th time sharing tea.
Let's say you get a hobby, but...
I've been keeping a record on paper, and in my head.
Now I'm even more concerned.
Aw, thanks.
I suppose it just shows how hard you work for me.
An optimistic way to look at it.
I hope you feel I do enough in return. If there is anything you need, don't hesitate to ask.
Truly? You'd really listen to my request?
Oh, Edelgard, you put your foot in your
Your
mouth.
Majesty is actually willing to make Monica von Ox's impossible wish come true?
Well, let's keep the wishes within the realm of the plausible, if you please.
All right. In that case, may I... Oh, this is so disrespectful. May I hold you in my embrace? Just for a minute?
I don't see why not.
What kindness.
As if such a thing were possible.
Oh, that reminds me.
Oh dear.
There is something I've been meaning to tell you. It seems as if you have been upset with yourself because you were planning to leave me for dead. But I just want you to know that had such events come to pass, I still would have died happy. I would have been at peace because I helped you achieve your vision. Well, I should go see to that tea.
Yes, go see the tea.
She really is something else. I knew she was strong, yet she always finds new ways to surprise me. Thank you, Monica.
Hey, rank friend. Hooray! And Dorothy is with Fuya. With Ferdy, yeah. I want to see that one.
What am I supposed to say to Ferdy? Oh, this is such a problem. All my animosity towards him has been due to a misunderstanding on my part. I really owe him a...
Dorothea!
Ferdy? What in the world?
I shall not approach any closer. So pray, stand there and hear me out. My deepest apologies for what happened the other day. I fear I may have wounded you most grievously.
Ferdy is the friggin' best.
As I am a fool who knows not how I upset you, you may freely laugh and jeer at my inadequacies.
There's some kind of lover's quarrel, maybe?
You think he's cheating on her? Nah, couldn't be. But then
I
again...
don't think Ferdy knows the meaning of the word.
Oh, for the love of... Ferdy! Please stop screaming our private business for all the world to hear!
But you told me to stay away from you, and I must not disregard your wishes in the matter. I implore you to forgive me. I have no wish for our relationship to end in such a horrid manner.
This is getting good. Can't say the lady looks too into it, though.
True, but if two folks really and truly love each other,
That's the
they
spirit.
can overcome anything.
I forgive you, Ferdy! Now for the love of everything, stop shouting!
Thank you for forgiving me, Dorothea. And thank you for hearing out my thoughts on the matter.
Oh, I think everyone heard you out.
I see. And you are still cross with me.
For a different reason.
Listen, Ferdy, you don't need to apologize.
Also, why are you hanging out right outside my tent?
Does this mean you will never forgive me for as long as I live? Whatever am I to do?
Just listen to me for a second. You don't have to apologize to me because I'm the one who should be apologizing to you.
Oh? But why? I should not think you have any defects to speak of.
I overheard you and Adie talking the other day when you were telling her about the water nymph you saw in the fountain in Enbar. Well, I'm fairly sure what you thought was a nymph was actually me, as a child.
Come again?
That was the day I met Manuela and was invited to be a singer, and I was over the moon about it. I slipped into the fountain to wash up, hoping to scrub some of the dirt off of me, and then you appeared.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
If the beautiful water nymph was actually you,
Oh, here we go.
then that means...
Yes, right. Anyway, I got embarrassed thinking about it, which is why I told you to stay away. That's all.
Yes. Well, I am glad we were able to clear that up.
Blush on his cheeks are not near the same as on his character thing up there. Portrait is not, needs more blush. Oh, that's it? That's it? That was a lame ending. Here, Dorothy, make friends with Edelgard. Probably should have saved.
Interesting theory. I'll have to make a mental note of that.
Isn't it a bit late to be studying, Dorothea?
Hi there, Adie. Looks like I'm not the only one burning the midnight oil. You should get to bed. All-nighters are the bane of clear
Here.
skin, you know.
I assume that also applies to you.
What can I say? You all work so hard, I figured I should dedicate myself to my studies. Especially when it comes to strategy and tactics. Those are real blind spots for me.
You would have had a chance to learn them if we'd remained at the Officers' Academy. I suppose you missed out on all sorts of experiences now that I think about it.
Adie, please.
No, wait. My decision and my actions are
Come
partly
now.
to blame for robbing you of those opportunities. I feel I owe you an apology for that.
You did what you thought was right. And anyway, it's not like any of us saw all these problems with the Kingdom and Alliance coming.
Yes, but
Look, I admit I may have been a little sad when the Academy went on hiatus.
Permanently.
I mean, I worked my tail off to get into that place. It was hard. Really hard.
Can confirm was hard.
Oh, and when the school shut down, there went my best chance of finding Mr. Right. Or Miss.
I knew
And
it
there you
was
know.
upsetting you. Dorothea, I am truly, deeply sorry.
Hold on, Adie. Let me finish. I was about to say that if we did stay at the Academy, you would have been terribly unhappy. You'd have had all this gloom and uncertainty hanging over you about your father and the future of the Empire. I think it might have broken you.
A slight exaggeration, wouldn't you say?
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're free of that torment, and can now work towards building the world you envision. I like this new life working under you. It suits me.
Please don't say that. The part about you working under me, I mean. I like to think we work side by side and hand in hand. You are always a tremendous help to me. I consider you a dear friend, and I say that not just as the
Aw.
Emperor, but as a peer.
Thanks, Adie. Do you mind if I take that and run with it? Dorothea, dearest friend of the Emperor, has a really nice ring to it. I was fine with Dorothea the Mystical Songstress, but this new title has a real warmth and dignity thing going on.
In that case, allow me to meet you halfway. Henceforth, I shall be known as Emperor Edelgard, dearest friend of the Songstress.
The songstress.
Oh, no, that'll never do. Because if you do that, it would make me dearest friend of the dearest friend of the songstress.
Well, we certainly can't have that. How about you just promise not to be a stranger, Whatever the rest of the world demands. I want the two of us to always be there for each other.
I would like that very much indeed.
And cut. Just in case I'm going to save. Not expecting crashing the game, I'm expecting... Well, hopefully not expecting, but... half expecting somehow this to crash in OBS. So we're going to do at least one more. We might save the rest for later. Actually, we'll do Edelgard, then we'll do Bernie, and then that'll be the end. Edelgard B, Bernie A.
Oh, Edelgard. I'm glad I found you. Got a few?
Of course. What is it?
Well, remember how Hubert laid into me after the Knights of Saros raided Enbar?
I don't think he laid into you.
It got me thinking. What do I need to do for you to trust me again?
Nothing. Hubert and I stopped doubting you the moment that business was behind us. You worked tirelessly for me, and I'm grateful for that. So please, there's no need to worry.
Still, we have no idea when those who slither in the dark might try to interfere again. Honestly, it kind of feels like there's more I should be doing to help. Like I'm just floating around without a purpose or something.
Very well. What do you propose?
If I had to pick something, I'd say protecting you would be my top priority. Everyone's got a bone to pick with you, especially the church and those who slither in the dark. And they won't rest till they have your head. After all, the Imperial Army's not gonna lose if we've got you at the top handing down orders. And I figure Hubert'll stay off my back as long as I put my energy into keeping you safe. Then you can lead us to victory, and we'll all live trustfully ever after.
Perhaps, but I think you're forgetting something. The only way to protect me is by staying at my side. And therein lies a conundrum. Allowing you that close to me would in itself be proof of my trust, without which you would have never earned such an opportunity in the first place.
I know that. Still, I can't help but feel like that's what I've got to do to prove myself to you. Please, Edelgard. Even if it just means shielding you from your enemies.
Very well. Do as you will. In the meanwhile, I'll tell Hubert... Well, I'm not entirely sure what I will tell him. At the very least, we know those who slither in the dark are able to shapeshift at will.
Yeah, it does make it hard to defend against.
So, in a way, it doesn't matter who I choose to surround myself with. They could just as well turn out to be someone wholly different.
Thanks, Edelgard. I honestly could have sworn you were gonna say no.
Of course. What I truly want to know is why you'd risk
Good
your
question.
life just to earn my trust.
Do you really have to ask? You reshaped my entire life. Before I met you, I had nobody. I was nobody. But you still chose me of all people to command one of your armies. Now I can't walk down the street without people yelling my name. And I've got a great life surrounded by amazing friends. All of it possible because of you.
That's not true. You would not have earned this post if you lacked the talent.
Maybe now, but before you came along, nobody in the Empire gave a Pegasus's backside about talent. You gave me a seat at the table when no one else would.
Ah, I see.
If you want proof you've changed the world, just take a look at me. Because this gal, she's a whole new person thanks to you.
It's true. She's even got the uniform to prove it. And now ending with the best.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Bernadetta, listen. I'm sorry about what happened back there.
Oh, it wasn't your fault. I'm the one who should be apologizing.
I didn't realize things could even go that bad. I'm glad we managed to get you in front of the meanest looking guy in my company, but that didn't last long before the nerves got to you. Quickest I've ever seen someone run, let me tell you.
And then I accidentally stepped on that horse's tail, so it started going wild and totally trashed the place. It'll probably take weeks for them to clean that up. Oh, you really did it this time, Bernie.
Hey, we all make mistakes. Water under the bridge, you know?
Yeah, thanks.
That aside, though, you still want to do something about your shyness, right? I can see why this is a bigger problem than your whole staying indoors thing. Your anxieties can be quite the hurdle to overcome.
You're right. But hey, I haven't been keeping to myself at all lately. Bernie's out in the open.
Either way, now we know how things turn out when we try to force the issue. Looks like we're better off taking an incremental approach.
How's that work?
Well, we can start by having you hide nearby while I talk to someone you're afraid of. And, I don't know, if the conversation gets interesting, maybe you can come out and join in?
I'm not going to care whether it's interesting or not. It doesn't matter if they're serious or boring or the most fascinating person in the world. All I care about is that they don't scare me.
Yeah, I guess that's gonna be tough to manage on its own, huh?
Hey, at least you've earned her trust.
Well, maybe the incremental approach won't actually be as hard as we think.
Really? How do you figure?
I mean, I did used to think you were pretty terrifying. But with all this stuff we've been doing together, I've actually gotten used to you. And now I'm not really shy around you, am I?
Glad to hear you say it. I'd honestly be kind of sad if you were still afraid of me after all we've been through. Sounds like getting you used to people is the way to go after all. Maybe you just have to spend a lot of time with someone before you get really comfortable.
Some people are like that.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Anyway, here's hoping you and I can keep getting closer, Bernadetta.
Here.
Right.
Platonically. And we still have more to go, but I think we've gone enough this time around. So I know, very actionless episode. This is definitely a lore one. Maybe next time we'll do a battle or two before we get into more of the sport conversations. But you know what? It was fun though. You know, at least we'll do the support conversations the first playthrough, and then repeats we can skip at that point. But we're making progress. We're making progress bit by bit by bit. Good times though. So until next time, you all take care, and I look forward to seeing you once again on the next adventure.